Hello friends and strangers, I am Heli, and in this video I am taking you with me into Wytchwood, where we are going to confront the snake in the fairgrounds with this magic mirror that we restored in the last episode. Hello again. Back again? Take a seat and let me gaze into your eyes. I don't think so. Sudden dread grips the snake as you swing the shimmering mirror to meet his eyes. The mind-altering patterns of his gaze are reflected back to him. Slowly but steadily, the snake leans closer and closer to the surface of the mirror. His forked tongue flicks against the glass and then disappears beyond it. It's so beautiful. Like a length of rope being pulled through an eyelet, the snake rushes forward and vanishes into his own reflection. The mirror jolts and bucks out of your hand, clattering to the ground. You stoop down, careful not to look too deeply. Let's pick it up. Hidden in the reflection of the mirror's surface, you can faintly make out a tiny wriggling shape, trapped just beyond the veil of this world. The soul of the snake. And the mirror is cracked again, it seems. Now we just need the bear and the ox. Nothing else we can grab in here. Let's just quickly run through the carnival area or the circus area. Make sure we're not leaving anything of value behind. Seems quite empty. So the next thing we need to do is to continue the bear quest. The quartermaster is stuck on the road with a broken wagon, and we need to go to the lakeshore camp to deliver the bad news that the honey shipment is not... looks like the two of them are working things out. Good for them. So we need to go into the lakeshore camp to deliver the bad news that the honey shipment won't be arriving anytime soon. Let's just gather. Oops, missed an herb there, but that's fine. I'm sure we will find plenty of others. This way to the camp. Right. Hey, where do you think you're going? Yeah, no one but us soldiers are allowed inside the lakeshore camp. Get out of my way. I have urgent news of your quartermaster. I need to speak with your sergeant. Urgent? Only thing that's urgent is the line for the latrine, or if the captain hasn't had his drink. That's right, Captain Bear is in a right foul mood. You can't come in unless you want a good thrashing. The guard almost has to shout over the clattering din coming from inside the camp. You heard him. It's dangerous in there. Wouldn't have the heart to let a frail old granny like you near that beast. One guard turned to the other with a conspiratorial shrug. Yeah, but who are we to say what's good for her health? Oh, yeah, you're right. We might be convinced to look the other way if we was fairly compensated. Right, fairly compensated, of course. We'd be sticking our necks out after all. The guards hold out their hands expectantly, like children begging for candy. 3 coins. You carefully press 3 heavy gold coins into the palm of the waiting guard. There. I expect you two can divide them evenly amongst yourselves. Right. 1 for you and 2 for me. What? You mean 2 for me and 1 for you? I'm the one who does all the real guarding around here. You still owe me for that game of dice you lost. You cheated me. Gimme 'em coins. The 2 guards fall into fisticuffs and roll into the bushes, leaving gate to the camp wide open. Let's go in. Unconscious soldier, unceremoniously face-planted by the bear's furious swipes. The bear, a large ferocious soldier with many a self-aggrandizing story to tell. I'm sure they won't miss these. As you cautiously approach, the bear drains the last of his enormous tankard and smashes it against the head of a nearby soldier, knocking the hapless man to the ground. And then I walloped them just like that. So next time I catch any of you cowards turning tail, I'll skewer you like a fish and leave your guts for the gulls. Suddenly noticing that his drink has gone dry, the bear bellows to the skies. More mead, you yellow-bellied worms. More drink. Bring me my delicious honey mead. The soldiers taking cover nearby exchange nervous glances at each other, none wanting to confront the bear. There is no more honey mead. The bear wipes a strand of drool from his sagging lips, and his bleary eyes slowly focus on you. A mocking smirk splits his face as he waves at you with his great spiked mace. Say, now that's a funny-looking helmet, soldier. I ever tell you the time I crushed the bucket-headed barbarians of the Western Mountains? You decide that now is a good time to leave the bear to his ramblings, rather than make yourself an unfortunate prop in his war stories. The bear kicks an empty tankard at you as you retreat back into the camp. That's right. Go get more mead, you good-for-nothing sluggard. Take cover. Let's look around a bit. A chest. And some embers. The frenetic-looking officer shouts hurried orders at whoever will listen, but most of the camp's soldiers are busy cowering or knocked out cold. Man the gates. You over there, secure the perimeter. We just need to hold out a little longer. Sir, we're running out of men. Where's that damn shipment of honey? You step over an unconscious footman to address the man in charge. I might be able to answer that question. Who let this old bat into the camp? I found your quartermaster. He's having a bit of cart trouble on the road. I'm afraid your shipment isn't going to get here anytime soon. What? Oh, curse my rusty breeches. Without that honey and other supplies, we can't make the honey mead. The bear's gonna flatten the whole camp when he finds out. The camp looks half flattened already. What's all this ruckus about? Well, the bear is the greatest warrior there ever was, which is grand and all when we're fighting the enemy. But once we set up camp, he likes to use us poor swords as playthings to reenact his conquests. And the only thing the bear loves as much as fighting is drinking. Guzzles up so much honey mead, we have to brew it right here in the camp just to keep up. He points to a squat-looking device tucked near some tents, a portable brewery. Without that shipment of ingredients, I don't see how we can ever calm the bear down. He'll smash us all into paste before the sun sets. Let me take a look at this brewery of yours. If the bear is so in love with brawling and boozing, then perhaps it's about time he received a dose of his own medicine. Let's take a look. You inspect the brass contraption. A tank here, a hopper there. The bitter smell of alcohol is infused into the well-worn metal. Despite the needlessly complicated dials and tubing, at the end of the day, the brewery is really just a fancy cauldron. This seems simple enough. I should be able to concoct just the potion for your troubles. The rattled surgeon shrugs his shoulders at you. Sure, if you think it'll help, but you'll need to feel the darn thing first. Our supplies are a mess, so you'll have to figure it out on your own. You open up the brewery to inspect its complicated innards. How difficult could it be? 5 jars of water and a cinder box. The twigs we have. There we go. Just the 5 jars of water. We can make 1 jar. Okay, let's go back into the forest and climb down that well. We'll need to get some clay to make more empty jars and some water to fill them. And just in case, let's catch that soot sprite. Might come in handy in the future. The well is quite nearby. This way, I believe. Ooh, herb. More herbs. Right here. Okay, we need lots of clay. Like seriously, tons of it. So let's dig up every pile we can spot down here. Hopefully that'll be enough clay to make a few more empty jars. Yes, it will be. That should be just enough. And how that button to open the inventory. Let's put the empty jars onto our tool belt and get them filled with water. Now we'll head back into the camp and put all the fuel into the brewery. We have the twigs, we have the jars of water, and we have the cinder box. Let's do this. You slosh cool, clear water into the brewery's main tank. Not the best base for potion brewing, but you want to preserve that honey mead flavor. You snap kindling into pieces and scatter it into the bottom compartment of the brewery. Should be fuel enough for the job. With the heat of a cinder box, you set the stove chamber of the brewery alight. It'll bring the tank to a rolling boil. With a hiss of steam and the sound of boiling water, the rattling brewery is ready for the next step in the process. Of course, I'll need honey for the mead. That quartermaster said he was coming back from the apiary in the fields, so I best try there. Then I'll need a proper magical binder and a token of the bear to seal the spell. Something in this camp ought to do the trick. The frothing basin of the brewery stands ready for the right ingredients. We have none of them. Honey we will get from the apiary, and I guess the teddy bear we will get from here. Through the open tent flap, you catch a glimpse of pillaged trinkets and treasures scattered about the spacious interior. You surmise that one of these precious objects might contain enough magical essence to use as a token of the bear. Your eyes have only a moment to linger upon the giant fur-lined bed before a hand pulls the door flap shut. The sergeant gives you a disapproving glare as he ushers you away. Hey, you can't go in there. This is the bear's personal tent. You know, the kind of hell that would break loose if he finds out someone's been snooping. Don't worry, I'll be careful. It seems like your men are keeping him distracted anyway. You glanced over at the bear as he tosses aside a soldier like a sack of potatoes. No way, no how. If you think this is bad, just wait until he finds out there's no more honey mead. If you're so afraid of that stomping brute, why don't you just slip away into the night? Surely it would prolong your life a little. And abandon all of my friends? We soldiers gotta stick together. It's our only chance. If only there was some way to stand up to the bear. A thought seems to cross the surgeon's mind as he notices the potions and baubles hanging about your belt. Say, you're good with magical doodads and whatsits, right? What if you made me some sort of a protective charm or talisman? Then I could maybe have a chance against that monster without getting my head stoved in. If I make you a protective talisman, will you let me into his tent? I suppose I wouldn't have much to worry about if you did. The sergeant looks at you with a glimmer of hope in his eye. Let's see what we'll need for the talisman. We don't have that stone or the paste. We can make the wicker work. For the wicked gemstone, we'll need some dog hair. Oh, we can make the metamorphosis elixir. Yep. Right, we'll need this to get the dog hair. So back down the well we go. Actually, let's get this ember. I'm not gonna bother following them over there. Let's just get back to the forest and go down the well. Get some more clay. Make an empty jar. Get some water. Ooh, herbs. And once we have the water, we can make the potion and the soporific morsel and go get some dog hair. But first, we'll need the clay and water. That's plenty. Let's get some water. And let's make that potion. And the morsel. And now we just need to find a dog. I think there was one up here. There you go. Let's get that dog hair. And let's get these embers as well. I don't think I'll bother chasing down those soot sprites. On the other hand though, we may need them in the future, and it'll be nice to just have them handy. So, come on over here. There we go. Now, make the gemstone. what else did we need? Oh, the magic paste. We need dragonfly wings. What was it that we needed to use against the dragonfly? Oh, bait stick. We can make some, but we already have one. And one dragonfly drops 2 wings, so let's just make a quick little trip into the swamp. Trap 1 dragonfly with the bait stick and get the wings. Dragonfly, there's one. Let's put the bait stick over here. And there we go, some dragonfly wings. Now we can make the... Oh, we need, what is that? A jar of milk. Well, that's easy enough to obtain, luckily. We just need to make our way down to the fields. Make another empty jar. And I remember there being a cow right near this portal. Yep, 1 jar of milk. Let's make that paste. And now we can make the talisman. A magical shield for the sergeant. Let's run back to camp. Hello, Sergeant. Here you go. Here, this ought to shield you from harm for a time. He grins nervously as he puts the charm round his neck. Then he clobbers himself in the face with his own fist. Wow, you weren't kidding. Though that's nowhere near the kind of punishment the bear can dish out. I better find some more stuff to test it out with, and then I'll give that bear a piece of my mind. He stumbles off into the camp to find other objects to try against his newfound protection, leaving the bear's tent unattended. Unattended is just the way we like it. Torn teddy bear, a ragged toy bear, well loved and well beyond its prime. Right. Open-topped barrel. There's nothing we can do with it. Okay. Let's get back out. I guess we can already put the ingredients we have into the brewery, right? Before we go and get the honey. Yes. Let's do that. You ladle out a good portion of the writhing, tar-like substance into the brewery. To be safe, you add a little bit more, just for texture. Let's also put the bear in. You pause before dropping the tattered plaything into the brewery. A glint in its button eye reminds you of something, but the thought soon evaporates from your mind. You overturn your palm and the stuffed bear splashes down into the concoction. It floats sadly for a moment before becoming waterlogged and disappearing under the surface. Now we need the honey from the apiary. Let's get that next time though, and save here for now. If you liked this video, please leave it a like. And if you'd like to support my efforts here on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. It is quick and easy and doesn't cost you a thing, but it does help me a lot. Thanks so much for watching. I wish you a lovely rest of your day, and I hope to see you in the comments below.